Alright, let's dive into something that's both heartbreaking and eye-opening. Imagine this: a young coyote, just trying to survive, gets caught in a steel-jawed trap. Not just any trap, an illegal one, set deliberately in Solano County, California. This isn't some rare incident. It's a stark reminder of the darker side of human-wildlife conflict. But here's the thing. This story doesn't end in tragedy. Thanks to quick-thinking locals and the Solano Wildlife Rescue and Education Center, this coyote was freed, treated, and released back into the wild. Personally, I think this story is a perfect lens to explore the bigger issues at play: animal cruelty, illegal trapping, and our evolving relationship with wildlife. What makes this really interesting is the sheer brutality of steel-jawed traps. Amy Pedrioli, the founder of the Rescue Center, called them barbaric, and she's not exaggerating. These traps don't just injure. They cause animals to inflict further harm on themselves, sometimes leading to euthanasia. In my opinion, the fact that these traps are still being used, despite being illegal in California, speaks volumes about the disconnect between laws and enforcement. It's not just about one coyote. It's about the countless animals suffering silently in similar traps. If you take a step back and think about it, this raises a deeper question. How do we balance human interests with wildlife conservation? And more importantly, why are we still having this debate in 2023? One thing that immediately stands out is the role of public awareness. The Rescue Center shared photos of the coyote and the trap to educate people, and that's crucial. What many people don't realize is that illegal trapping isn't just a rural issue. It's happening in suburban areas too, like near Fairfield. From my perspective, this highlights the need for community involvement. If more people knew how to identify and report these traps, we could prevent a lot of suffering. But here's the catch. The authorities still haven't identified who set this trap. This isn't just a wildlife issue, it's a public safety concern. What this really suggests is that we need better monitoring and stricter penalties for violators. Now let's talk about the broader trend here: urban sprawl and its impact on wildlife. Pedrioli mentioned that as development expands into wild areas, conflicts increase. People move into these areas and then complain about the wildlife already living there. Personally, I think this is a classic case of humans encroaching on nature and then blaming the victims. Wildlife rehabilitation centers like Solano's are doing incredible work, but they're fighting an uphill battle. A detail I find fascinating is the range of animals they treat, from ground squirrels to coyotes. It's a reminder that every species plays a role in the ecosystem, and disrupting one affects us all. If we keep pushing wildlife into smaller spaces, these conflicts will only escalate. What this story also highlights is the power of individual action. The person who found the coyote didn't just walk away, they called for help. That's the kind of awareness and compassion we need more of. But here's the kicker. Reporting a trap isn't as simple as it sounds. You can't just remove it yourself, you have to keep a safe distance and contact authorities. This raises a deeper question. Are we doing enough to educate people on how to respond to these situations? In my opinion, we're not. Public awareness campaigns should be as common as road safety ads. After all, this isn't just about saving animals, it's about preserving the balance of our ecosystems. So where does this leave us? This coyote's story is a victory, but it's also a call to action. We need to rethink how we coexist with wildlife, enforce laws more rigorously, and educate communities. Personally, I think the most important takeaway is this. Every animal saved is a reminder of what's at stake. But it's not enough to just react to these incidents. We need to prevent them. If you're watching this, I challenge you to think about your own role in this bigger picture. Are you part of the problem? Or can you be part of the solution? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.